Perhaps when we talk about precision ag technologies, the only thing that's been around nearly as long as yield monitors are spray controls. And really, the shame of all of this is that through the years, we've kind of forgotten a little bit about both. They become so commonplace that we really don't pay much attention to them anymore. And that's partially to blame on the climate of Roundup that we've had through the years, and partially to blame with familiarity. But I think the time has come for us to start thinking about them again, and I have a few reasons why. I'm Keith Byerly, Precision Ag Manager at Central Valley Ag, and this is your precision focus that corresponds with my article on the CVA blog site. So the reason I say it's time to turn back around and take a look at these is as we enter the 2017 growing season, especially in soybeans, we have a whole litany of options ahead of us as far as choosing traits, genetics, and herbicide options to help combat some of the weed problems that we've got. And while we've always had a host of herbicide options at our disposal, it's probably never been more important that we do the right thing when it comes to managing those herbicide options than it is now. The big reason that we need to turn back around here and think about this again is because we have a lot of things that can turn around and bite us. We need to keep track using our technology of where things have been planted, and perhaps even using some of the machine sync capabilities we have now, real time keeping track of what's getting planted where, so we start our season off with the right herbicide choices. Transition that over to in season. The things like AutoSwat that have been around forever still continue to be incredibly valuable and help save us money when we talk about a Roundup world. But now that we start talking about some of these different herbicide options, it's especially important that we make sure that we're turning those booms off and on at the right point to make sure that we eliminate the skips and that we eliminate the overlap so that we don't see herbicide options continue on and we don't have weed escapes out there that are impossible to clean up on that next pass with a higher dose of herbicide. And then we've got just the simple functionality of having that map in our cab to see where we've sprayed already to make sure that we don't have those skips and we don't leave any acres behind. Because at the end of the day, all of these pieces when it comes to spray technologies are going to be incredibly important for us to help manage these new technologies that we have in seed. So here's my take home for you today. If you've got a sprayer that doesn't have these technologies, it's incredibly important to think about them going into this season. A few dollars in prevention, a few dollars in upgrading some hardware may save you hundreds or thousands of dollars when it comes to insurance claims, dead crops, or anything else that can happen as we're trying to manage this new barrage of genetics and herbicides that we have out there to deal with our weed resistant issues. So, as always, if you have questions about how technology could be adapted onto your farm and help you manage this stuff, talk to your ACS equipment technician and we'll lead you down the right path in your technology plan to deal with these issues before they become problems.